Hello, you're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the major headlines. Nakfa Hospital rendering commendable service. The National Union of Eritrean Women organizes vocational training. Russia to expel 10 U.S. diplomats in response to U.S. sanctions. And Joe Biden says Iran's uranium enrichment to 60% unhelpful. The local news. Nakfa Hospital is rendering commendable service in ensuring public health and that of mother and child healthcare service in particular. Speaking to ERi, head of the hospital, Mr. Mehret Abbas Gadom said the hospital provides pre- and postnatal care, delivery service, regular vaccination programs, child health care treatment of communicable and non-communicable diseases, as well as counseling and workshop services. Midwife nurse at the hospital, Abdurrahman Mohammed Saleh, said maternity waiting rooms built at the premises of the hospital is playing significant role in the increase of the number of pregnant women delivering at the health facility. Stating the significant role of ensuring environmental sanitation and the control and prevention of communicable diseases, the nurse called on residents to strengthen participation. 6 additional health facilities put in place in Nakfa subzone are also playing significant role in ensuring basic health service to residents, alleviating workload of professionals at Nakfa Hospital. The National Union of Eritrea Women branch in the Gashbaka region organized a 6-month weaving training to 15 women who are heads of families in Barantu town. At the graduation ceremony recently conducted, Ms. Ihadaga Johannes, head of NUEW regional branch, said the objective of the vocational training was to enable the women family heads become economically self-supportive. Training coordinator Ms. Menia Gash said the training will help the trainees become self-reliant and thus become role models in their area. Speaking at the event, Ms. Taha Atasfa Mikhail, president of the NUEW, and Ambassador Mohammed Ali Al-Hroui, governor of the Gashbaka region, called on the stakeholders to support the trainees in their endeavors to create jobs and support their families. Stating the significance of the training, the trainees expressed readiness to work hard to become economically self-supportive and called for the sustainability of such support from the NUEW regional administration. Potable water shortage in the Garani administrative area or the subzone has been alleviated owing to the water supply project put in place in the area. Speaking to ERi, the residents said the previous water sources have been frequently damaged, thus driving them to drinking unclean water from River Barka, but now a new source of potable water has been constructed. According to Ms. Zahra Amrat, member of Development Committee, Ngarani has been a beneficiary of electricity supply from Awardat, and that has been improved daily socio-economic activities of the residents, particularly access to clean water. Ms. Ahred Kier, village administrator, expressed conviction that they will properly use the potable water supply project put in place in their area to ensure its sustainability and commended all stakeholders who supported the project. And now back with the international news. After a short Welcome back. Russia says it will expel 10 U.S. diplomats in response to U.S. sanctions. Kremlin would also blacklist 8 current and former U.S. officials, including FBI Director Christopher Wray, Susan Rice, John Bolton, and others in response to U.S. sanctions and expulsions. The expected tit-for-tat measures by Russia deepen the strains between the two countries, but Moscow says it keeps its response relatively proportional. The Kremlin also signaled the willingness to consider a summit between President Vladimir Putin and President Biden, even as tensions grow. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Moscow would also stop activities of American organizations and funds that it funds interfere in its affairs. But he said Russia would refrain from imposing painful measures against U.S. companies, keeping that option in reserve. It's to be recalled that Russia recalled its ambassador Antonio Antonov from the United States last month after Biden agreed in a television interview that Putin was a killer. No decision has been made on its return. U.S. President Joe Biden calls Iran's uranium enrichment to 60%, aging close to weapons-grade level, calling the move unhelpful. Iran's move comes as it attempts to pressure negotiators in Vienna amid talks on restoring its nuclear deal with world powers after an attack on its main enrichment site. In Washington, Biden said Tehran's latest step on contrary to the deal, but he added that the Vienna talks had not been sidetracked. Earlier, a top Iranian official said only a few grams of an hour of uranium gas would be enriched up to 60% purity, triple its previous level, but it's a quality far lower than what Iran had been able to produce. The narrow scope of the new enrichment provides Iran with a way to quickly de-escalate if it chooses, experts say the time is narrowing. Israel suspected of carrying out Sunday's sabotage at Natanz also could act again amid a long-running shadow war between the two Middle East rivals. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelinsky has called for a summit with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin, French President Emmanuel Macron, and German Chancellor Angela Merkel to ease tensions with Moscow following talks in Paris yesterday. He made the remarks following a meeting within Paris in which participated by the video link. The three leaders ended their Friday meeting urging Russia to withdraw extra troops stationed on the Ukrainian border and occupied Crimea. Zelinsky told reporters that he also hoped to restore the ceasefire in war-torn eastern Ukraine at an upcoming meeting of four advisors to the leaders of Russia, France, Germany on April 19. The massive along the border with Ukraine has sparked new tensions in eastern Ukraine, where government forces have been battling pro-Russian separatists since 2014. Two Russian cosmonauts and a NASA astronaut landed today on the steppe of Kazakhstan following a half-year mission on the International Space Station. This according to a footage broadcast by the Russian Space Agency. The Soyuz descent module carrying the trio landed upright after descending through a cloudless sky on a fine spring day in central Kazakhstan. Molecular biologist Robins, 42, and a former military pilot, Razikov, 46, are completing their second mission in space, having both made their ISS debuts following launch in July and October 2016, respectively. NASA's Shane Kimbrough and Megan Arthur, Japanese astronaut Akio Hoshida, and Thomas Parkinsons of the European Space Agency are expected to dock with the ISS next Friday with a 4-person crew they are replacing. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.